I did. I did what? Okay. So Frenchie didn't finish uploading Sword and Shield. He did. I don't care about that. I care about Sword. I don't understand. I don't understand. Two, 3, 8, 19, 14. 8, 19, 15. That's good. Okay. 39, 8.
Sinnoh starter Pokemon finally receive Mega Evolutions. To complete the trio, we can't forget about Torterra, and I think it's finally time we dive into it. Introducing Mega Torterra. Mega Evolution has ignited its ancient energy. As a result, the tree on Torterra's back has flourished and provides untold power. Bulby has done an incredible job with this rendition. Torterra is already a well-detailed Pokemon, so adding too many details kind of diminishes the base design Torterra already has, that being the World Turtle theme. And what a better way to elevate it by flourishing that giant tree, as well as adding extra bits of design across the face and body. Torterra gains even more physical attack and defense, while also slightly increasing its special defense. Its new ability is Ancient Land, creating an exclusive one-sided terrain effect on field which nullifies ground weaknesses, kind of like Delta Stream. Overall, the design looks amazing, and after
It looks amazing. So where's my freaking controller, bro? Can't be that far. Okay. 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 Warlord.
Good afternoon, YouTube. It's 9/11. Never forget. I have to get that out of the way. That's the first thing I want to do. Is put the Star Spangled Banner. I would trade my Victorian Second Empire clock tower dream house to prevent 9/11. I would trade a lifetime of sex and alcohol to prevent it if I could have.
Cake.
You have no idea. I was in 4th grade when it happened. Excuse me. It's not bad manners, it's just good drink combo. American girls, American guys, always stand up and salute. You always recognize when you see your glorified. I'm trying not to get emotional here, man. Fuck. This day makes me so sad. I think about all the people who've lost and sacrificed so much, dude. Fuck. Yeah, I feel like trying to get emotional on YouTube, but this is just sad, you know? It's like when you see a puppy who has cancer. It's just as sad as shit, you know? I'm saying YouTube. And I ain't gonna lie, I had like 4 beers last night, so yeah, I'm continuing the yes. And that's what kills me about life in general.
We got 2 minutes left to chill.
9/11's not the only bullshit, dude. We've had ever since 9/11 happened, we've had the Sandy Hook shooting. It's fucking horrible, you two.
Don't cry, bro. It's okay. It's okay, man.
And then on top of that, it's just all the bullshit in our society. People are fucking overly sensitive about pronouns and stupid little shit and all these fucking tragedies. When does it fucking end? When does it fucking end? I'll tell you what, when the government decides to come after my double-barreled side-by-side shotgun, you can pry from my cold, dead American Second Amendment supporting American hands. Like, Jesus Christ, this fucking asshole shut up a school full of innocent children, dude. Who the fuck does that? These poor bastard kids have their whole life ahead of them.
Poor bastards.
Scares me about getting a chick pregnant, to be honest. It's not.
You could, bro. You're just drunk.
No, dude. You know, that's what scares me about getting a chick pregnant. Is the world we live in is so fucked off, YouTube.
Cheese. 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 Finish that bad boy up.
Silver Ice 24s. They're like 10.6% alcohol in volume. One for each tower, baby. A little something to distract the depressing mundane of this video, yeah? YouTube, thank you for watching my awesome tribute video. Power to the people. The power is in our hands. Changing. Yes.
Shut up.
What up, YouTube? So, my buddy Alex Campbell posted a couple of videos on his YouTube. Today, as a matter of fact, here's one of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this flat out. Fuck all of you.
Fuck all of you, he says.
What?
Alex, bro, what the fuck?
Today's just one of those days where I honestly feel like putting a rope around my fucking neck and jumping up.
What?
Okay, fuck suicide. Alex, dude, if you're depressed.
What is that? You know what really pisses me off?
Okay, this right here, this is the video my fans sent me. They're like, can you believe it? Warlord Campbell just started on his YouTube channel? I'm like, how bad can it really be? So here's a video of Alex Campbell. He's just like, you know what really pisses me off? And I'm like,
When people are mourning for people that died 20 fucking years ago, and it brings everybody fucking down and creates a negative environment. Seriously, it's been 20 fucking years. Get over it.
wow. I can't believe Alex said that on camera, dude.
That's kind of fucked up, dude.
You know, Alex, who are you to judge people for grieving, especially on September 11th?
Fact, Brody.
Yes, it's been 20 years, but you haven't lost anyone on 9/11. Of course, knowing Alex, he'd probably say, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not sure what you're saying, bro, but I agree with
I'm
you.
not gonna stop being Alex's friend, but this is just, you know,
It's fucked up.
when you're going on fucking YouTube and criticizing people for grieving 20 years later because they lost someone on 9/11. Look, Alex, how would you feel if one of your clan members
What?
died on 9/11?
Clan?
You were mourning the loss of them 20 years later still, and some asshole said the crap you said. Rightfully so, you'd be like, motherfucker, say what? Okay, I'm sorry, but Alex, no, this is, I have to educate you on this.
Oh,
I'm not here to attack Alex or anything like that. I don't, you know.
thank God you fooled me.
Drama, but you can't just say shit like this on YouTube and think no one's gonna fucking say something about it. Like, I get where Alex is trying to come from on this subject, but it's just a bit
Let's
insensitive.
get to space.
Okay, Alex, you complained about a lot of people being fake and not wanting to be your friend. Well, maybe it's you, bro. You ever think of that? When you say crap like this is the kind of crap that's gonna get you to lose friends real quickly. Better not be crying like a little bitch and drinking girly beers on 9/11, boy. Jesus Christ. I own these fucking trolls. Otherwise, they wouldn't text me shit like this. Get blocked, deleted, and ignored. I wouldn't see that's just it. Like,
Ignore, but mention on videos. Oh, okay.
Crap like this. Unfortunately, praying mantises will go through a phase where they stop eating and they just die altogether. That's just how praying mantises do.
I'm not sure about
I
that.
think the one that landed in my apartment is Mrs. Green is. I don't want this to cause fights between me and Alex. I really don't. I will continue to be his friend. However, this is just a bit insensitive in my opinion.
Yeah, I will.
If Alex has a problem with me saying this, I don't care. I don't give a shit, you two. And if you want people to support you and be on your side, you can't just say crap like this. And I'm not trying to piss off Alex with this video. I'm just stating my side and how I feel on it. So if this video pisses off Alex, so be it. Oh, she's barely moving. Mrs. Green is not long for this world. Oh, still moving. Still moving. I'm not gonna stomp on the praying mantis. Dude, that's fucking mean. You don't... No, I'm not eating the praying mantis. Fuck off. I'm aware of the fact she's dying, possibly already dead. You don't gotta be mean about it, dude.
Facts.
Impersonating the praying mantis on my YouTube channel. Predictable YouTube trolls. Use your bug assault shotgun to take her out of her misery codes.
What the fuck?
I don't want to take her out of her misery. She's so pretty, dude. I think praying mantises are cool, man. And if she does die, I might actually bury her outside. You know? Thank you all for watching the video. I'll catch you later.
Very Michael Scottish.
I guess Alex Campbell is, he's homeless now. Like, I feel bad, but I don't know what to do. Like,
I don't know what to
I don't
do.
know the whole story, so it is what it is. And that's kind of my whole point with the last live stream I made. Like, I don't care what Alex is going through. yeah, life is gonna suck and kick you in the balls, but that doesn't give you the right to just go off on camera and say crap like that, you know? I had no idea Alex was now homeless. I didn't know, to be honest. Now, I am gonna worry about him because he is a friend.
Classic
But at the end of the
Cove
day, it's
W.
just like, you know, maybe he did something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm not gonna assume shit. I'm not gonna talk shit. I don't know, you know? So I wish him good luck with whatever he's doing, you know?
What do you want? They made it easy for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Boom. Now put it in the oven, right?
Yeah.
Then we gotta
Hook it up. Show me the.
Now I bet you're wondering. Now I bet you're wondering where the hell is Pete?
These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter.
Yep, my go-to. Only these action packs have double the down. Break it down food residue. And on your filter.
We can go round. Is that nice? Oh my goodness. It's so fun. I love it. She loves it. She keeps asking to get in ever since it arrived. I've just been wheeling her around the house.
Rent a car, not a rental car.
It's so fun.
Some white people have like one big.
Got the one you seem to be mine. Let's go. You got the first pick. Oh, okay. All right, that's Ginny. That's
Dude, with
Bobby's
speed,
mom.
bro.
You could skip. You only get one skip.
Let me skip.
All right, go ahead. You can skip. That's it. Who you got?
Ooh, Kid.
All right, Captain Kid.
I mean, Kid's already a captain.
Yeah.
I'll make him vice captain.
Who got the better team? Damn. All right, I got Brule. She's a witch from Big Mom's Land.
Y'all know she's pretty good, though.
She's good. She got the mirror from me. Not bad.
Oh,
my.
Luffy! Yo, hey, my squad already wiped me on squad.
All right, hold on. Wait.
I already got two captains.
Hold on. Oh, damn. I got Dada. I'm skipping. Here we go. Ooh, Douglas Bullet. I know you saw the movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him in tank. Yeah, he's tough.
Jinbei!
Hey, okay.
I might put Jinbei as tank.
Okay.
Bro, my squad's already wiping you, bro.
Hold on.
I already won.
Not yet. He's from the Red Army. I'm going to put him here. This is a traitor, so he's going to help you out. So
Right.
That's fine. Oh, okay. That's Raju.
Sanji's sister.
She's
She's alright, though. Let me do support.
okay.
Let me play a saint.
All right. Ooh, Warcree? That's the Gorsei. Yeah. We go Vice Captain.
That's the elders.
Yeah, he's tough. Who you got? Oh, we got Garland? Oh, my God.
It's over for you. I won already.
Okay, Van Auger. He got the warp proof, so he's good.
Alright, this is it, y'all. This is the last one.
Oh, my God. He's already. That's crazy. You got to put him there. That's perfect for me. All right, and here we go. Somebody nice. All right, I got Who's Who. Not good.
Now, judging by this list, you get
I got
Kizu.
Kizu. Yeah. Warcree and Douglas Bullet.
Jinbei's beating him.
Jimmy's beating Douglas Bullet?
Yes.
Really?
No. Alright, GG,
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
That was a fun game.
After one piece seem to be mine. Let's go.
Oh, that's nice, bro. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice, bro.
Oh.
By Banjo Bill and his local Casper cronies.
Now, I've had to learn that I can't talk about any of my female friends on YouTube because my trolls will try to harass them, and honestly, it's sad. But not nearly as pathetic as graffitiing someone's ashtray just to get her rise.
1, 2.
It's even funnier. Writing
1, 2.
shit like King Cobra 8 never had no pussy before or some shit like that.
That's fucked up.
Especially when the person bought it, graffitis over your stupid immature shit, and then spray paints it black as a double whammy. Like, what now?
What now?
I bought that ashtray to cut down on the cigarette butt waste outside, and the nice thing about smoking tobacco out of a pipe is that you don't get as much cigarette butts, really. You just dump it in the ashtray.
A $40 cigarette receptacle wasn't Josh's only example of poor money management. He signed up for a free sample of Nugenics,
Oh,
a
no.
common scheme which required your financial information for an ongoing subscription. Fine print he either ignored or failed to understand.
Nugenics GH Boost uses an amino acid and botanical blend, clinically demonstrated
Got
to
bitten by a
help your
mosquito.
body boost its own GH levels more than 100%. Text BORN to 231231 to get a complimentary sample of Nugenics GH Boost.
So, this is a,
Nugenics.
Genex GH Boost. This is a product for men, for much older men, looking for a testosterone energy boost kind of thing. I saw an ad for it on TV, and it said text this number for a free sample, so I was like, why not? So if man, you want some more energy,
Ouch.
just get this a Django. And basically, it's just like having a sports drink kind of mix, fellas. Overall, I can get down with it. If I was an older male, if I was a much older male and I was looking for a GH boost, I'd give Eugenics a try.
Oh, you just did?
A few weeks after getting his free sample, Josh was sent a fresh box of Eugenics, thinking it was from a fan.
Let's talk about our care package, shall we? Or the both ones that we got. My fans love sending me shit, don't they? That's great. Okay, so someone sent me some more Eugenics.
It's not someone, bro. It's them.
I've reviewed this product before. This is definitely something I don't need. However, when I reviewed it on my channel, I said, you know what? The powder, when you mix it with the water, it tastes decent. It tastes pretty good for the most part, and I definitely felt something when I was drinking it. So I don't know who sent me the other box of Eugenics, but and you know what gets me about this? I ordered a free sample, and they charged my card for a full order.
What?
So I got the last shipment that I got. This one seems to be sent to me for free, I guess. So that's cool. Maybe the company sent me a free box for fucking up, or maybe one of the fans sent me it. I don't know. Either way you shape it, thank you for the Eugenics.
It was not from a fan, and to Josh's dismay, there was a cancellation fee of $37.
So I gotta go to Eugenics.com and cancel it. I asked for a free sample and they send me one every fucking month, dude. Fuck off. No. Eugenics.com. Once you reach your 40s, everything changes. When men break down. Key natural ingredients. Oh my god, dude. If I know they're gonna fucking sign me up for that bullshit, I would have fucking canceled it. Fucking stupid. Cancel your Eugenics orders. I asked for a free sample, not for them to screw me over and charge my card every fucking month. Just fucking dumb, dude. I don't need a testosterone booster. I'm still a spring chicken. To complete your cancellation, we charge a... Wow. That is some bullshit. They're gonna charge me $37 fucking just to cancel it.
I forgot to do the Yoda.
I'll be right back.
Shit. I forgot.
Josh failed to cancel the Eugenics subscription, even with help from Exhumed Visions. Josh was forced to call his dad for help. He claimed he willingly gave up his debit card to his dad after this Eugenics incident.
I really don't need Eugenics. I'm 28, going on 29. My GH levels are boosted plenty.
Boost plenty.
If my dad doesn't want them, then I'll give them to someone else or drink them. Don't matter. Oh, and speaking of my dad, I overdrew my account a couple times, and when my dad was talking to me about it, he's like, Josh, you're going to have to take your card. And instead of arguing with my dad about the issue, I tried something different. I said, okay, you can have my card. I don't want to fight about it. And I can tell you one thing, that's not what he was expecting. He was expecting his obnoxious black sheep of a son, his obnoxious autistic black sheep of a son, to fight with him about it.
But you didn't.
He was not expecting me to be like, okay, whatever, man. And then it worked because instead of fighting about the issue, we resolved it.
Good.
And here's the thing of it, social media, in all honesty, when my account runs dry, I do everything I can to put money back into it. Whether it's selling my merchandise, making YouTube videos, making wands, you know.
What do you have to do?
His debit card taken away by his papa, he was still
Papa.
able to gain oral pleasures via $30 pizzas. Clint was very quick to take Josh's debit card away, but lacked the foresight to remove Josh's bank account from his PayPal account, meaning Josh could drain his bank account without needing a physical debit card. The truth would eventually come out, however. and Josh claimed Clint confiscated his debit card.
I tell you what, I am fucking pissed right now, dude. Well, my dad confiscated my debit card, and I just love how, even though I got my own apartment, I still get treated like a goddamn kid. And to be fair, on my dad's side of the argument,
Can't see it.
he's had to pay for a lot of overdraft fees. So I see where he's coming from, but part of my New Year's resolution was working on overdrawn my shit, you know? And it's just inconvenient to have cash on you versus a card.
Not only that, but Josh suddenly owed his dad $1,200.
You know, my dad made a comment earlier. He said, doing YouTube videos is not work. And I'm like, oh, but look, I got swatted by some asshole trolls. I've made $1,000 in 1 month alone just doing YouTube videos.
Some good decent money.
PayPal debit card. Now, there's an idea. That's actually a good idea. I should get one of those. You see, my dad can't tell me no on that. To be quite honest, if I have a card with my PayPal money attached to it. Did your dad give you back your debit card? No. I'm not gonna get my debit card back until I pay my dad $1,200.
Not only was Josh indebted to Clint, he was also forced to go back to the dentist for a root canal.
But yeah, I got my teeth cleaned at the dentist. That's always pleasant. Honestly, I don't like going to the dentist, but the one I go to, they're expensive, but they do a good job. As I was walking by to go to the dentist office, school had just gotten out for some elementary kids, and one of them made the comments. They said, your videos suck and I hate you. So I responded back with, well, your mommy drinks too much, and that's probably why you act like that. And I just kept on walking. And I got called an asshole for saying that, but I'm kind of like, okay, here's the thing.
You possibly didn't say shit, and you just insulted it for no reason.
They don't. Getting a root canal, and so that's why I would encourage all of you to brush your teeth more. I was horrible about that growing up, and now I'm paying for it. So, look at that, YouTube. Look at it. Look at it. This is what happens. You don't brush your teeth. I probably look silly with a smile on my face, but yeah, there you go.
Good.
After his painful experience at the dentist, Josh vowed to brush and take care of his teeth more often. This, of course, didn't last very long, and Josh reverted back to never brushing his teeth.
Holy mother of fuck, dude. You know, you need to brush your teeth more when, the toothpaste stings just a little bit. Oh, I'll brush them again when I wake up.
Looking for a better way to mop? Try the new Swiffer Power Mop. Cleaning boosters break down dirt, grease, and grime, while scrubbing strips lift it away, keeping more dirt and grime off your socks.
Okay, Power Mop.
The new Swiffer Power Mop.
Public snacking announcement. Tonight, Phil's 4-year-old asked, why is water wet? It took Phil buckets of water, puppets, and 3 hours to answer. Let the frosted greatness pat you on the back. Snacking that hits the spot.
My freshness? Proof that my secret aluminum-free deodorant showed up, even when my alarm didn't. It has powerful ingredients that fight odor-causing bacteria for all-day protection. Smell check? I'm good. Secret.
His possessions whilst playing in the snow. His pentagram ring.
I lost my pentagram ring earlier in my friend's driveway. Spent the whole day digging for it in the snow, couldn't find it, so I said fudge it. I ordered another one. It's a bit different than the one I had, so I'll show you that when I unbox it.
Not to worry though, Josh ordered a $3 pentagram ring on the very reputable and known for its quality products, Wish.com. And if you didn't know, this company ships all of its high-quality merchandise from China. Keep in mind, though, that the COVID pandemic was ongoing, but Josh was still fussy having to wait for his jewelry. After weeks of watching the tracker like a hawk, Josh's ring finally arrived, and well, it wasn't what he expected.
Yes, my ring from Wish did finally arrive, and that's what I got. It's the one that was pictured, but the quality on the paint, they got paint on that second ring right there, as you
Good.
can see. Not the best quality, but it's still a pentagram ring, and I'm still rocking it, so it is what it is.
Luck struck in spring when the Casper snow melted and Josh found his old pentagram ring. He celebrated and gifted the Wish ring to his good friend Sasha Warlord Campbell. Perhaps this was foreshadowing.
Thanks, Cobes, for the quality crafted one. Can't wait to use it. That's what's up.
Aw, dude, bro, hot ring touch. Boom!
Hell yeah.
You are most welcome. Wish my day would go better, but
I found my old ring, and I was like, I don't know, but I really didn't want.
his old one came to me. I had to wrap it with leather.
Well, it was a new one, but I did bought it to replace this one. I found this pentagram ring.
I'm only saying that because you got that one back, so I'm like, it's magical. You got it back, bro. Only the will of the gods will bring it back to you.
True.
Thankfully, an old one now.
For Valentine's Day, Josh celebrated the only way he could, by going live for a few hundred fans, getting donations, and showing off his penis in the green cockles
Oh, shit.
again.
Do I have a Valentine? No, I do not.
See?
Nope, I haven't had a girlfriend for
I got
10
two.
years,
I got to hurry.
unfortunately, so
I got two. I got to hurry.
no Valentine's Day date for me. What am I gonna do today? Nothing. You're looking at it. I don't have any money at the moment, so I'm gonna have to wait till I get another batch of wands done. So what am I doing for Valentine's Day? You're looking at it.
I got 149.
Josh, I'm not joking. Gerald Way from My Chemical Romance just bought the last box of Hell's Advocate. Oh, that band. Yeah. They're alright. Well, you gotta start somewhere, man. And, you know, hell yeah, that's pretty sweet. Does tactical soap attract gay men? No, it does not.
I'm pretty sure it
If
does.
you want to see me dance around in my cock holster, we might be able to work something out. You donate $50 to my PayPal, and we can make something happen. Check PayPal. Oh! Thank you, Clinton, for the $50 donation. Whoa, whoa. Well, happy Valentine's Day to all my awesome fans. Because
Good, we're done.
one of my fans
Boom.
are about to see
Boom.
some sexy Valentine's Day fun, baby. Oh yeah. So yeah, if you don't want to watch this part of the live stream, I would suggest you tune out because it's about to get really sexy up in here. Big cock and big muscles.
What the heck?
Under 5%. It's gonna be off any moment.
What are you doing, Brody?
Now.
What are you doing?
Ooh-wee, hold up, you two.
Hooey.
I'll have to catch you on the next one, man. I got an urge if you catch my drift.
Not really.
After the sexy stream, Josh went to the CY bar and pissed off a waitress after he was cut off for being too drunk.
Right off the bat, before I get into this dating advice, I had an awesome night at the CY bar on Valentine's Day. I didn't give the bartender any attitude for the most part. Like, I did apologize for getting a little, I don't know, out of hand, but I wasn't really out of hand, you know. I was just being me, you know.
You know.
Drank the rest of my drink, and got some stuff in the liquor store and got out of there. So you can talk all the shit you want, but guess what? You're jealous that people paid me $50 to dance around in my cock holster, which, as it turns out, that violates YouTube's sexual content policy.
What?
So yeah, no more cock holster fun on YouTube. It's just how it's gonna have to be from now on. I could sit here.
From now on. We're gonna do repo. No, it's Operation Repo. There you go.
It's embarrassing, beautiful car. I understand that. Give me the keys, make it easier on yourself. Go in, drink your life away. All right? Call a taxi, take you and your girlfriends home. Deal with it tomorrow.
I go there to deal with the guys when they get. I don't go there to deal with these little girls. That's why I have these two very large women to help me.
Hey, okay, shut up. Shut up. Sonia. Sonia. Here, sit down. Get the hell out of here. Get out. Okay, check out the boyfriend. You guys are wrong. I'm just saying you guys are wrong. Whatever.
And you know what? At one point, I got tired of the yakking, so I freaking saw the opportunity and grabbed the keys off of her hand. What are you doing? Oh, come on, Linda. Here's the keys.
Okay, let's go. Then get ready for Rumble.
What?
I'll drive this.
No, you're not.
Linda.
She said that she was going
I'm driving this.
No, you're not. I'm already in it. Let's just
Guess
go.
what? I'm driving.
Matt, I'm already
I'm
in there.
driving it.
You would think that once I'm in the car, our goal, our objective is to get out. But no, I have Matt over here, you know, in the passenger side window, yelling and screaming at me, telling me to get out of the car, that he needs to drive it.
If she's gonna fight me on something like this, what happens when we get into a real hairy situation and she mouths off and starts doing this crap then? And then she either gets shot, stabbed, or beat up because she won't listen to me?
Why?
You know why? Why? Because we're the seniors in charge here. We are.
You're damn right about the
We are the seniors in charge. Get out of the car, Linda.
in the car.
Look.
I love seeing the people at the races, being with the people at the race. I spend as much time at the track with these people, and I guess that's what just keeps bringing me back every day is, you know, I want to make sure that anything that I do in life, I try to do the absolute best, and this is just one of those things.
Okay, so let's go outside. What, padre? Tomato. Okay, we're back. We are back. No. You misbehave. Good. There you go, we're back. So, don't blink. Ooh. I'm not used to this, but we can talk about this, which is good. Good morning. Is you always the cutest patootie in Patootie Republic. Don't blink, it's your boy, welcome to our show. This is doing well, having a wonderful day. Welcome to part 2 of what we're trying to do, which is to stay, to do half a live in the morning and half a live in the evening. I've been talking about it for a while. Never really got around to it, but today is the first day, and if I can maintain it, this could be perfect because I don't know. It would be very nice if I could. Because 6 hours is way too much. I was doing it, and I think that 3 hours, I have more energy. I'm more focused. I'm less annoyed, tired. So that's pretty much it. So, got a super nice sunrise, which I'm gonna be able to show you, and that's pretty much it. Now the only thing that's the problem is, I don't know if I'm calling this day 262 or day 263. I don't know. Let's not do it like that. There you go. Super nice. Before we even start, I got somebody to show you. Somebody to show as X card, that's why I was happy. I present to you el padre del chocolate. Padre di chocolate. I'm gonna do this, but I have to be careful about the tripod. Padre chocolate di tomate. My father gave me a tomato plant because he gave my cousin. He gave my cousin some, and I was like, "Hey, I'll take one." He was like, "Yeah, no problem." It's supposed to be smaller, but it's okay. Why is it supposed to be smaller? Because it's nicer when you started from a baby, but because usually it's like no. Usually he gave it to me like. Give it to me. No, he gave me one 12, 13 years ago. I was like, "Hey, good luck." And it dies. And I was like, so much responsibility for you, huh? I'm like, "No, dude, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it." So it dies, and then some of my cousin's like, "Hey, she's gonna give you some of my cousin. I would like one." It's like, "Okay, no problem." Because I kept asking him, and he was like, "No, the last time I gave it to you, it died." What was that mistake again? Okay then. But listen, it's a cherry tomato plant. Cherry tomato plant, and it is chocolate. So apparently the tomato is gonna be brown. I wish it was a bit smaller. Cause I'm telling you something, dude, that shit was heavy. That shit was heavy. You know? But anyway, so like I mentioned previously, yesterday I was super exhausted. Super exhausted. When I say super exhausted, I mean super exhausted. I have to figure it out. When I was sleeping, I uploaded some videos and they said draft or something. Like, I don't want them drafted. I want them uploaded. I don't know. So yeah. So the good story here is what? The good story here is that I did from 8 to 11, which we filmed, which was more than 11. I think it was like 12. I put my alarm clock at 8:20, at 4:20, 4:20 maybe. No, I put my alarm clock at 4 because I wanted to be awake for this. I was like, okay, well, you're tired, but I don't want you to sleep too much. And I woke up at 4. I'm like, okay, that's perfect. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do this. It's the perfect plan would be that, right? It just would be to have two sets of value. One set of value is early, so things that are finishing at midnight. So every single game that you play, because again, I don't have a schedule apart from the sunrise and the sunset, but games that you play have a daily. So if I can do my dailies, I need to figure out where they are, right? A game like the Law has a higher time of dailies than a game like the Tower. The Tower dailies are super easy, but then the Tower also requires a bit of attention because, see, for example, here, that's a perfect example, right? So there's already a mistake. So what is the mistake is that there is 8 mission. So we possibly missed 4. Am I still gonna be able to do the weeklies? Yes, don't worry about it, but still, it's something that you have to pay attention to, right? Which I didn't do it. And yeah, also the only problem is I use this phone to, you know, and now it won't, it didn't charge as much as possible, but it's still 31%. So all I need to do is start this. I'm going to be very happy if I'm able to do this because I think it's better, I think it's easier, I think it's less for you guys, I think it's more digestible for you guys, and if we have a higher number of video being able to be posted on the channel, then that's what it is. Here's the thing also. I did verify the the gaming channel, but and I'm not gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the main channel because it's 2 per year, and I don't know when is the last one. I don't know, and it sucks because I created Project Vendetta in the winter, and I didn't do anything about it. Not this winter, last winter. Didn't do anything about it. It's like, why did you do that, right? Could have verified, you could have done a lot, but you didn't do it. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an intro. It's more so the mukbang, because the intro and the mukbang is gonna last for a while. So if I'm able to do it for a while, then it's good. If I'm not able to do it for a while, it's not good. 16 hours. Okay, so I have to do this in 16 hours, which is 11 p.m. 16 hours is 12 p.m. Okay. It's 12 p.m. I will be up. Now it's just gonna be a question of sleep. In a perfect world, what do I do is I sleep 2 instances. I like doing this. I like waking up and doing this. It's a bit easier for me. It's a bit nicer for you guys. Because the most memorable moments is how your day started and how your day end. Everything in between is sort of not important, but you know, it's repetitive, right? So yeah, so I just need to figure out when I'm gonna sleeping, what's gonna be the. I don't really mind having a schedule. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that I said that to my father today too. Well, yesterday, I said I don't like the fact that it's supposed to. For example, when he cut my hair, like I just don't like the idea, the mentality that because I have curly hair, it has to be cut. It's like, yeah, I understand. So I don't like the fact that I need a schedule. I don't mind having a schedule, but I don't like the fact that I need a schedule. So to me, a schedule is okay. Well, you know what? It's gonna be increasing the content. The question of want and need. I want to do something versus I need to. Your mentality coming in into a project that you said you want to do be different than a project that you said you need to do, right? I suppose that this is why in school, you always prefer saying like, okay, well, you got a choice of word, and because you got a choice of books to read, you get a choice of book to read, you're good. It was always easier. It was always better. So yeah, so that's it. What else? That is pretty much it, to be honest. So I did the intro, did the mukbang also. We did the mukbang because the mukbang is gonna be at my father's house, which was yesterday at like 4, so forget about it. Also, I'm gonna have to worry about that because if I start my day at like 4, start my day at like 8, right? Do I have to worry about what I eat? Because let's say I go to sleep at 12 today. I'm gonna have to worry about that after, you know? That's not good. But it's okay. It's okay. We unlock Call of the Hero, which is insane. Super cool. Nice. It's so nice. Just so nice to watch all the progress of every single phone. Twice per phone. So we did the intro, we did the mukbang, we did the Doodle talk. That's it. Today I would have to do the sort of an intro again. Because if I come in and I'm like, hey, okay, well, let's talk about this, it's kind of a bit boring, right? You want it to be like, hey, how are you? So I would have to do a tire talk, a movie review, and that's it, a gaming review. And that is pretty much it. So without further ado, let's go in with. Oh. I also would like to clean the apartment. That's gonna be important. And it's, I don't know if I prefer the sunrise or the sunset. I think it's different when you water the plants. Let's get drink it. Fuck it. It'll be harder to kill because it's big now. Jeez. Yeah, let's start our talk. Good. That's fantastic. So, Tower is not a lot to talk about. Most playthrough, I have done everything that needed. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink will come to the show. It's doing well. They're having a fantastic day on the start talk of day 262 of yeah. So as I was mentioning, every single tower is pretty much done with what I wanted. The only one that's left is everything. We got. I'm gonna be very nervous because we have 18 hours. A little bit less. I got 14 hours to get 60 medals, which is super doable. Super doable. The goal is to get as far as tier 200 to 2,500, so I get enough, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. We changed a couple of things. We changed it. Oh, you're buying cards, bro. You cannot buy cards. You don't need to buy cards. You need to buy module. Good? No. You need to buy module. Okay. So, we did change a little bit of things. The first thing we changed was we changed our lab speed for orb speed. Because again, if I can get further in, I'll get the power stone. If I get the power stone, I'll be able to start the thing, which is I need 60 in a day. Sounds easy, but it's not. I'm gonna have to run it for the whole day. What am I supposed to do? Was it because I paid? I should have not paid. Should have waited a little bit more and then pay. So, that's a plan. Another thing is, I'm not gonna buy anything new today. So no new upgrades. I'm gonna be gold boxing everything. If I'm to buy something, it's to be recovery package chance. That could be cool. That could be really cool, actually. Yeah, that would be interesting because I only have this one left for my utility labs. The rest are not really working, so I feel like this would be optimal, and we'll see. Everything else was doing pretty well. I don't feel the need to do it today because we did such a big one yesterday. However, I'm gonna finish this with a surprise. Surprise is what? Surprise is range is finished. Oh no, never mind. Never mind, sorry, so sorry about that. We just did range. I thought it was gonna be gold box. But no. We have one more level. How do I feel about the fact that, for example, if they tell you that you got 80, the last one is 80, so you feel like you have 81, well, it's good because you would start at 0 otherwise. So you do your labs and then the first level is, okay, well, level 1. When you start at level 1, just E, so it's normal that you finish at 81, if there is one. It makes sense. And that's it for Data Talk. So super simple, super nice, super amazing, I guess. Today I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to run this shit the whole day. The whole day, with an auto clicker and everything. Fuck. I don't like the auto clicker because I feel like it's cheating, and I'm not judging if you're cheating, but you know, it's more rewarding if you did it yourself. Good. So now we're gonna do the game review, right? So once again, we tested 2 games. Oh, I got such a good news for one of the games that we played yesterday. We played a ton of. We played a lot of Pixel Brave Idol. Pixel Brave Idol could be the one that we like. I do prefer a little bit Seven Nights Idol, but we're playing it on the phone, so on the Galaxy S24 Plus. So I guess this is a better way to do it. South Park is doing good. South Park is a bit boring. It's becoming a bit boring. Pixel Brave Idol. I don't remember how you call it. Pixel Brave. Pixel Brave. Also, I'm gonna have to work on this. Idol RPG. I'm gonna have to work on this on the fact that, okay, well, we don't have that much to talk about because we didn't talk about. We talked about it before when I woke up. So this is the second part. So the second part is more than the first part. where it's two equal parts. It's gonna be a work of art to do the first part and the second part to be equal. So yeah, so we did Final Fantasy 7 and South Park are just phenomenal, but mean phenomenal. Super good games. Just need to check my files size. I'm gonna have to figure that today. Got 49 gigs, which is pretty good. Je pensais que les mensonges faisaient mal, mais la vérité est encore pire. I'm just gonna be uploading this. Today is day 262. Day 262. Everything. So what I was saying about Fort Destroyer is it's not a bad game. It's actually a really good game. So you got chapters. So for example, the very first chapter was with Stan, and it was Cowboy versus Indian, right? Then Cartman puts on his awful suit. Say, hey, there's a war against there's a war against a cyborg. So you're fighting Kenny, and Kenny is the cyborg warlord. So then you're like, okay, well, this is kind of cool, right? So you get different thing, and you get a different. I mean, the game itself is actually really clever, like really, really clever, right? Because you get oh god, I'm just gonna be doing that. Good. Good. What I have to start doing in the habits of on this one is when you when you upload something, delete it. Because right now we have a bunch of videos that I already uploaded. I gotta delete it because I think there's a couple that I didn't upload. So. Yeah, so the Phone Destroy is super nice. You get chapters, you get different stories, you get different sets of cards. For example, the first one was pirates. So you got the pirates card. I know you got the Indian cards. There was a couple pirates, so you got the pirates card. And then what she did was you had a cyborg. So for example, you have Wendy. She has a railgun, which is in the future. You have Token, space soldier. So the game itself is fun. However, it's repetitive because although you change the story, although you change the card just walks around. So they have specials. I mean, it's kind of a great game. They have special, but it just feels like super small. Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis now. The game is amazing. The game is really amazing. So for example, I was talking about this yesterday. Like, oh, this is bullshit, I have to buy it. So there is a case of the game where you kind of have to Mom bought me these pants, but they're too big. They're weird. They're like 3/4, which I don't like, but I appreciate the fact that she bought me pants, so, you know. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, so obviously Ever Crisis was perfect because I was like, okay, well, there's sort of like this, not really problem, but there's sort of this place when I'm not super happy where I finished one part of the game. They said, okay, well, you have to do this. So for example, you do the main game. So there's all of the Final Fantasy 7 are universe. So the game, Crisis Core, First Soldier, there's Zebras, and then Children. We're only missing the 3 new remake, but that's okay. And then, so they show you that. So then they said, okay, well, when to continue the story, you have to go with the first class, right? So then with the first class, you have to do the Crisis Core. So you have to do 4 like chapters of Crisis Core before you can do 4 chapters of first class, before you can do the 4 to 8 chapters of the main game. So it's kind of cool, but if you don't play as much as I should, I only played 40 hours today, you forget things, right? But then it's immersion, so like, holy shit, I get the whole game, right? It's kind of fantastic. And then we have Idle Brave Frontier. So Idle Brave Frontier is sort of this amazing game. It's presenting itself as a sort of Seven Nights Idol, sort of a Soul Striker. So you're basically chilling around a battlefield and you're fighting, which is really cool. There's a couple of really good things. First of all, the game is actually fun. Like, your main character design is really nice. So you have your Ghibli or your you have your on the field design, which are very different from what they look like. But then if you look at the character profile or just the status, actually see what they design, which is really cool. The design is super nice. The good thing is it's enjoyable. The good thing is it's sort of super similar to the others. So you can summon skill, armor and shield, and also summon heroes. There's a couple of problems though. So the game sells itself as idle, but also world building. The world building is quite nice. However, it's not perfect. So the world building, why it's nice but it's not perfect, is they're like, okay, well, you have this town, and you have to repair it, right? You know, you have to save people. When the first thing that you save is the artisan. It's like, oh, I'm gonna rebuild the town. However, to rebuild the town, you need to unlock the chapter 8. I've been playing for 3 hours. I'm chapter 6. So you present your game as something, but you don't allow me to check it out what that something extra is. It's like, okay, well, that's not perfect, right? That's not good. But at the same time, it's, you know, it's what it is. I mean, it's a fun game. It's just not something that I'm really looking forward to play. I mean, like for example, today, I'm gonna be doing the tower the whole day. Pushing. And I have Ulala, of course, but pushing. I love the morning. So calm, so quiet, so fun. I think I fucked it up when I watered the plant. But I tried watering it. Now I watered the. Let me show you. I watered the edge. The plant is quite far. I think it's gonna produce a lot. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest because I don't know how much water to give. I want to draw it too. Is this enough? Cause yeah, so I would really like to give my father some tomato that I grew myself. It would make him happy. He's a simple dude to make happy, so let's make him happy. You don't. Some people they just. Why force yourself to make people happy when you don't need to force yourself? Carly, you wish me happy Father's Day. It's like I'm not a dad, but she knows one day I'm gonna be a dad, so it was super thoughtful. It made me really happy. We're already done with the games. See, I'm so efficient, but there is the situation where I don't know if I have enough to talk, and that's not good. Then we're gonna do the movies. So the movies, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do them one by one, except for one. That way you have some good clips, I guess. So we're gonna start with those are movies I watched them a couple of days ago. We're gonna do Big Mama 1 and 2, right? So it's gonna be fantastic because instead of doing only one movie, we're doing a series. I don't know if there's another movie. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find it. Maybe it's under a different name. Who knows? So, Big Mama is the story of an FBI agent, and he's going undercover. There's this criminal who has hidden money, and because he's hiding money, they think that the wife is involved. So they go. She has a relative. She goes to hide as a relative because the guy escaped prison, and it's never mentioned how he escaped. But it's not necessary. So then the guy, which is Martin, I don't know why I'm calling him Martin Lawrence. That's not his name. I've been calling him Martin Lawrence for a while, dude. I don't know Martin Lawrence is bad boy. Bad Boys 2 movie. It is Martin Lawrence. See, yeah, you doubt yourself. You doubt yourself, why? You're all good, baby. You're all good now. I'm gonna have a problem with the batteries. There's gonna be major issues. It's okay. What can I do? I fell asleep, I used this to, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I didn't charge it. So Martin Lawrence, I'm gonna be completely honest. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't know. I was watching Bad Boys, and I was like, dude, this guy's talented. Why didn't he get more role? So I started doing a deep dive into the role that he has. I watched a couple movies. So, like I mentioned, we watched Big Mama 1 and 2. We watched Black Knight, and we could watch What's the Worst That Could Happen. The best was The Worst That Could Happen. It was really good. So, and Big Mama, like I was saying, you got this guy, and he kind of thinks that she's attractive. So, this guy's herself as her relative, and it's sort of nice. The movie itself is really nice. The first movie I think is a classic. The second movie not so much, but the first movie to me was freaking amazing, because it's sort of black culture-ish, right? So you got a lot of stereotype, but it's not racist. It's not offensive. It's just like, okay, well, it's kind of it's black humor. So I'm thinking about like movies like Scary Movie. Oh, I got a pimple here. Think about a movie like Scary Movie is a good movie, and it's the Wayans brothers, right? So black culture. Think about Haunted House, again, the Wayans brothers. So my mama does have all of that. It's kind of super cool. The guy comes in. There's this kid who super interesting because you're putting him through a lot. The mom is like, okay, well, don't forget, we keep our secrets. The mom's like, you can tell me, like, mama doesn't say we cannot trust other people. So there's this whole mentality of, and the kids serve as a vessel of sort of the mom possibly being guilty because he's very secretive, right? But then it's to protect him, right? So there's actually great moments, and the movie is so well made because it's so well written. There's a scene which is at the pond, which the scene is, so Martin Lawrence goes there and he gets caught being himself, right? And then the girl's like, where are you? Who are you? And then he creates this character, which is Martin, right? With the FBI agent. The FBI agent is perfect because you create a scene of the family getting together. So, for example, him, the kid, he's teaching him to fish, to catch fireflies, and they have this romantic moment, so it's really cool. And you have this one moment, which is sort of define them as a family. So when he betrays them, it's like, okay, well, he let us down. And then you're like, oh, holy shit, he let us down because of this one scene. So it's not constantly like, oh, I'm chasing her. She's into him, he's into her, that's it, right? The movie itself is great because Martin Lawrence does a fantastic job at portraying an older black lady. The movie, again, is her life. So, for example, there is neighbor that don't like her. There's women that do like her. The mannerism, which is really cool. And it's kind of nice because the movie Shine, is it the funniest movie? There's funny moments. It's more circumstantial laughs. So, for example, there is this joke where he goes to sleep with, there's Thunder's the daughter, I guess, the granddaughter, which is not really his granddaughter, right? So she goes to bed with him. She's like, I'm afraid. And it's like, Big Mama, is that a because he's erect. She's like, what is that? It's like, oh, this is a flashlight. And he's like, what the fuck is going on, right? How is that thinking? But it's smart. The movie itself is great. Big Mama 2 lacks a little bit of that magic. Because Big Mama 2, and I'm going to say something that's bad, feels like a black culture movie written by white people. So is this guy, and you have the, then you understand what happened. Then you understand. There was 8 years between the first and the second. So then the casting changed. So for example, the first one is a partner. The second one is whole role is because his whole role is because his partner is dead, right? So then he goes away, he lies to the wife, saying I need to go for work, but he doesn't go for work. He goes on to his personal vendetta. So there is this this sort of, what should I call it? There's sort of investigation, but then they call him too old for that. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go undercover myself, right? He becomes a nanny, and then the casting is amazing because the father and the mother, you don't really know them, but the daughter is Kat Dennings, and the girl from Kick-Ass, I don't remember her name, but like good casting, right? And you're like, okay, well, that's kind of interesting. So the whole movie is kind of nice because he's acting as a good father figure, he's acting as a good nanny. It's very Mrs. Doubtfire, which is a classic, which I love. But they turn up the secret agent stuff. They turn up the secret agent stuff, and this is good and bad. So the good part is that sort of this is the original plot. Bad is because it feels like a very different movie from the first one. Right? The second movie, which is Black Knight, so is this guy who is again Martin Lawrence, and he's working in a I'm gonna do the whole movie, fuck it. Then we'll go in because I won't have the batteries. I already don't have the batteries. Ugh. Fuck me, dude. I don't have the batteries. Fuck me, dude. See? Well, you know what? Sun is sort of risen, so that's okay. We'll miss what? 20 minutes? 10 minutes? Not even? I will mention. Okay, let me just get the other phone. Because I'm gonna forget them. Sorry guys, already finished. Dans le terrain. Mensonge faisait mal. Sorry guys. Yeah. Did a little bit more, but that's okay. You know why? Gotta be very sensible. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Because that the sun is higher, it comes in quite nicely. Quite nicely. I'm gonna possibly do a hula talk. Cause fuck it. We got some problems that I got up. I slept for 5 hours instead of 4. And I don't know how much time it's gonna take me to fall back asleep. It might be 4 hours, it might be 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't know. I know it's not gonna be enough. What I think is gonna happen is I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah. A nap's not enough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So like I was saying, yeah, so it's a guy that works in a center, like a whole kingdom. Kingdom recreation. So you had like a Renaissance park. So he works in there, right? And he finds and what's cool about the movie is at first they show him as a character that's coward, that's taking advantage of situation. Literally talks about fucking the system, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna get injured, and then I'm gonna be off this work, right? And then there's the boss that he has, and it's like, you're a really good person, miss. You're a really good person, and you do a lot for the community. It's time for you to relax. It's time for you to go to the Cuba and just chill. And then she's like, no, this community needs me. I'm there for the community, right? And again, it's. I hope it doesn't sound too bad, but it was a it was way back. So I don't know how many black people own the business. So it was a black people own business as hiring black people. So I don't know if there was a lot of racism back then, but it was important for the community, right? And then there's this new place that opens, and Martin Lawrence and his best friend's like, dude, we get a better salary there. Let's go there. He falls into this water, and then this movie to me was more of a comedy than Big Mama, because it was more so jokes, right? So he goes in and he's like, okay, well, Martin Lawrence is just so talented, because you want an actor that can do both. I can do freaking comedy but action, which is also what Bad Boy is supposed to represent, but Bad Boy is more action than comedy, 100%. So he goes in and he falls into this pond, and this pond brings him to be in a real kingdom, right? So it's like, okay, well, and then there's a shawty in there. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna flirt with her, and then you realize that he's really back in time, right? And the people are under siege, right? Because there's this king who's soldier of a tyrant. There's just resistance, right? And then the resistance is led by the queen, and the queen is part of, she's alive. So if they can get her into power, this kingdom is saved. So then at first you expect the character to be cowardly, for the character not to do much because that's what you were shown in the present. But then it's a story of him being like, sort of being able to. The movie is really really well made. It's also, oh, for fuck's sake, Sync. No, I don't want to exit. They just took me out of there. Having dual screen is never too good, because the second you touch it, it fucks up. Good. So yeah, you expect him to be coward. You expect him not to do anything. You expect him to be running away from the very first thing that he does, but he doesn't. And he becomes the soldier. There's some good stuff. There's some bad stuff about the movie. So my only complaint about the movie is that there is this old knight, and he's the best knight, and he sort of take a shine to Martin Norris' character. It's like, dude, you're gonna be the hero, and you're sort of saying like, why are you thinking that? There's no way. There's no way. But what he does is, which is kind of cool, is the old knight is a alcoholic, so Martin helps him like lead this or put it behind, and he saved the kingdom, which is really cool. Then the girl that's with him, and then it's kind of insane because this movie also just brilliant writing, because he wakes up and it's the common trope of, dude, you were knocked out. You were knocked out. You were unresponsive. And then he goes in and he meets a girl out at random. The girl who's a shawty, right? I think that's a dream. But then he fall back in the pond at the end of the end of the movie, and he's back with a gladiator. So you're left to think, okay, well, is this real or this is not real? Ultimately speaking, do it matters? The answer is no. The answer is no. It's just a fun fact. It's just a fun attention to details, right? Then we have another movie. So we're going to be changing from Martin Lawrence, because I only have 2 movies left. We're going to go with James Franco and Bryan Cranston, right? So why him? Why him is this, I don't want to say good movie, but I don't know how I feel about it, right? So why him is the classic. The purpose of it is a very Father Day movie, which is great because it's Father Day yesterday. Is this dude? His daughter started dating this guy. Look at it, natural light from outside. Fantastic, for a house. His daughter started dating this dude. This dude is kind of, I don't think shady, but sort of shady-ish, and there's a couple of really cool things that happen. He ends up being rich. He ends up being a good dude. He's a bit intense, right? So the the story itself is good. It's just so poor. It's just so poor. So, for example, the character of James Franco ends up being super in love with the family. He gets attached with the family even before he met them. He's super intense. But then, what you realize is that his mom knew computer was gonna make a lot of money. So what she did is she locked him in his room with a computer. She's like, "Okay, we'll learn that shit. You're gonna make money for me and yourself, right?" So he becomes super rich. There's instances which this is also my problem with the movie. I think the movie is fantastic. I think the movie is fantastic, but there's a lot of plot issues. So there's Keenan. Yeah, there's Keenan, right? From Peele and Jordan. I don't remember. What are they called? Love that show too. There was a kind of controversy with them too. Peele and Keel. Yeah. Peele and Keel. The controversy was what? The controversy is in real life they're not that good of friends. No, they've been working together for 20 years. They don't need to see each other every single day. They're chilling. They're not chilling. They're not chilling. You know? Being with somebody for 20 years is, in itself, super important. So, why him? The character of Keenan is kind of the bodyguard, kind of the assistant. So, he kind of attack Jim Franco. And it's no, we're not attacking him. This is to practice for him when if he gets kidnapped because he has a lot of money. So once again, you see this and the idea is crazy, the plot is insane. And it's sort of funny because you're like, okay, well this is weird, right? But then you're like, okay, well, is this supposed to be funny? Is this not supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to be for the plot of, hey, this is why we're doing this is how we're doing it? And the answer is I don't know. And that's sort of why the movie is not so great. So, for example, there's great instances of Kylie Cuoco from Big Bang Theory, Penny, and she is the AI, right? So the act as she's the AI system, but she doesn't. She just has to answer, right? And it's sort of nice because it's super advanced, but it's not super comedic. She does a good job at being the AI. There's really cool moments, for example, during bed. Bryan Cranston and his wife are in bed, and then what she's gonna do is she releases scent, which is very pleasing. She's like, okay, well, thank you, but then you have a great actress. Why don't you use her, right? So there's a ton of instances like that. And then it's the classic story of the father doesn't like him, and then the character of Jane Franco was like, he's telling the daughter like, "Yo, help me. I want him to be, to love me, right?" And she's like, "Both of you don't care about how I feel. You want to be accepted with my family, and my dad wants me to break up with you, or not break up with you, but leave you, right? So both of you guys are not willing to listen to how I feel, right?" The movie itself is shining through his big budget. So, for example, at the end, there is kiss, literal kiss. Like, okay, well, that's kind of cool, which is really cool, but it's money. So, if you have money, you could possibly do everything, right? So, it lacks a little bit of je ne sais quoi, right? It's not super funny. Is it a good movie? It's a good movie, but it's not the greatest. Because I'm gonna be saying something that's I hope makes sense. Um, it's sometimes like a comedy, but it's not super funny. However, since it's a comedy, the story doesn't matter much because you want to laugh more than you want a good story. So because it's a comedy, you get to see the movie, and if you laugh, you're good. But since it's not that funny, you're like, okay, well, you know. The coolest thing about the movie is the relationship between the younger brother and James. The younger brother comes in and he's super reserved, super shy, and James let loose, and it's kind of cool because James possibly see himself in the kid, you know, as this guy who was locking his door and supposed to be. The father is a paper salesman, and he expects his son to do the same thing. So the father is really the character of Bryan Cranston is an asshole. He's an asshole, right? Now we have the last movie of the evening, which thank God because it was a lot of movie too, which is What's the Worst That Could Happen. What's the Worst That Could Happen is this really fantastic movie. I'm gonna be completely honest. I saw the It's on Tubi, so it was free. So I saw the thumbnail, I guess. I wasn't super interested. It's like, okay, well, this seems periodish, this seems oldish. But it's a really good movie. So the movie is resolved around Danny DeVito and Martin Lawrence. They're both assholes. Martin Lawrence is this kind asshole, but still an asshole, where he's a thief. He steals, right? And then you got the character of Danny DeVito, which is a thief but with a tie. We call this in French a lot, voleur à cravate. So it's a corporate thief, right? So they're both in the same boat. They're both stealing. And yeah, so Martin Lawrence comes in and he's just a rich guy, right? And he's stealing the rich guy. The rich guy doesn't care because he's like, dude, I'm in a divorce. Whatever you steal, she doesn't get. So this is a fuck you to her. This is a fuck you to her without me having to do it. So he's kind of happy, right? And there's this ring, right? And there's this ring, and there's this ring that is meaningful. The ring is the initial of Martin Lawrence's character, but it's also giving a symbol, and that symbol is something that the character that needs to do wins. So use. The movie itself is good. There's a couple of funny moments. For example, Martin Lawrence calls Danny DeVito when he's in court, and he makes fun of him, and then Danny DeVito starts swearing. So really original, really funny, really well played. The movie itself is a feel good movie because at the end, like, dude, we have more in common than we think. Maybe instead of doing war, maybe we should be homies. And that's a movie. What's the worst that could happen? It's sort of. It's sort of a good movie because they do play such an asshole. So when he gets stolen, you don't feel bad for him. And that's, I think, the beauty of it. They really made a character that you don't mind if he suffers because he's an asshole. But then, think about the movie after, and when you do a review of the movie, like, feel bad because he's just a good guy. Our main character is not a good guy too. But hey. And remember, these are the movie of the night. I've been waiting to do these movies for a while, bro. A while, bro. They will not betray us. Dis-moi ce qui t'a mené vers elle, ce qu'elle a de si exceptionnel. Dis-moi pourquoi tu m'as remplacé. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the Rock of Love. Rock of Love, because today I have a lot of energy. I'm trying to kill the energies. That way we are able to do more than I need to. Does that make sense now? It's okay. It's okay, Ming. 52:45. Perfect, let's go. Perfect, let's go. So, sorry, I'm just gonna be checking if we have a... Okay, about an hour. You guys good. So, don't forget your boy, welcome to our show. Guys are doing well, so they're having a fantastic day. Today, we're reviewing on this day 262. We're reviewing Rock of Love. I know it's been a while since we did it. I know it's been a long ass time since we did it. It's been like a week. Now this is kind of cool because it's been a week. I didn't have time. It's kind of cool because you're like, okay, well, why did you do it before? I didn't have the time. I knew it's like an hour video, right? So usually I don't like to wait too much because I tend to forget stuff. But this is the show that I already watched, so I don't mind. This is kind of cool also because we're going to go in, not super fast, but we're going to go in with the second season. How do I feel about the second season of Rock of Love? I'm going to do that to start. We got the computer to start. Okay, good. The computer's at 99%. I got 99 problem, the bitch ain't one. So, this Rock of Love Season 2, to me, is more entertaining. Rock of Love Season 1, you had an iconic character, but you had like 4 iconic characters versus the rest. So who did you have that was iconic? Who did you have that was iconic? The iconic one was Lacey, Heather, Jess was iconic because she was the best. Who else? Rodeo, right? But in my opinion, Lacey and Adder carried the season. So you see, let's look at season 1. Right? Season 2. Season 2 is a lot more a character. There's a lot more sort of, I don't know, there's a lot more oomph, right? There's a lot more oomph. But it feels a little bit less. It feels a little bit less. So for example, holy shit, that's perfect. That is perfect. Holy shit. Wikipedia. Rock of Love with Bret Michaels season 2. There's so much information that I didn't know. So yeah, so season 2 feels better. Because the characters, I like them more. I like them a lot more. And there's a lot more, but the season 1 had iconic moments. There was just this gray area of what we're allowed to do. For example, Heather is naked all the time. We got Destiny, who's naked, and she looks fucking good. Destiny is wow, 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 wow. So Rocket Love season 2. Once again, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna be reading. I'm gonna be reading this season, the episode synopsis, what they talk about, what is included in there, and then we're gonna go further in and talk about the whole story, right? So production and legal problem. I never knew that. In April 2008, a breach of contract lawsuit was filed against both Michael and the show producer by the owner of Dimension, Ray Sarah Navar. He claimed that there was about $380,000 worth of damage done to Dimension, and the producer failed to get insurance that they had previously promised to purchase for the house. Sarah Vanar said that there were multiple holes in the wall and ceilings. They had been removed, and that almost the entire third of the house has been repainted. He also claimed that most of the landscaping was either dead or dying. This is weird. It didn't happen in the first season? It didn't happen? I don't know. So we're gonna do with episode 1, Battle Racing Horse. Rocking Horse. Brett Michael, lead singer of the band Poison, is back looking for love. This time he means it. 20 more beautiful babes vie for his but affection. Some bear more than their soul. Aims to grab Brett's attention. Only 15 will stay after an elimination ceremony with 2 starting surprise. Good. So this is kind of cool because there's so little. There is so little being told, right? So I cannot use that. So the season 2 starts in, and it's kind of nice because, first of all, you show what the show will looking like. So, for example, if you're a lady and you think that you want to be part of the show, if you know what it is, you had the blueprint set up with season 1. You don't have to worry about that. So, for example, when he calls 3 girls, you're like, okay, well, we're gonna get eliminated. Oh my god, we're gonna get eliminated. But they're the VIPs. The first thing I'm gonna say, and I do like the person. I do like the person. I do like the person. You can see in the first episode that Daisy was a bit uncomfortable. See, Daisy is possibly one of the most horrid story. It's possibly one of the most horrid story of TV. You know. She's young. She's insecure. She has a lot to do. And then you kind of feel like, babes, this is not your place. This is not your place. But at the same time, and this is also weird because the show's a bit scripted. See, Rock of Love, I'm going to tell you the truth. One of the only shows that I don't feel is scripted. I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no way. It doesn't feel scripted. Maybe it is, but it doesn't feel scripted, right? So in this case, it's actually kind of good, right? But with if it was Daisy de la Hoya, which is not the true. That's not her real name. It's not De La Hoya. She says her uncle is a fighter, but he's not. They found a baggage with her real name, and that was revealed that was not her name, right? Um, but then what it does is Mary Michael break up with her, and then she has a season, Lazy of Love, and they're saying like, "Hey, Brett Michael broke my heart, and now I'm looking for love." And it's a cool concept because it's revenge, but you know, they originally planned to get her. I don't know, and I'm gonna give you guys my two favorites. Two favorites are what's her name? I forgot her name. I forgot her name. This is to Chrissy Joe. Chrissy Joe and Destiny. I have a thing for black hair and blue eyes. Destiny's hotter though. So this is it. There's a couple of girls. The one that's eliminated is the one that's get eliminated is she's fucking drunk. She is fucking drunk. She doesn't even make it to the elimination, right? So you got the VIP, Daisy, Destiny, Erin, and Megan. I don't like Megan. Megan, a lot of people like her. A lot of people really, really, really like her. Because she had a couple of shows. So Megan was a special case. And you see, kind of famous for, not for the wrong reason, I don't want to hate on the girl, but she was everything that was wrong with the TV. She was beautiful blonde, playboy model, and she was cute, but not the best person, and you know, not the smartest person. So you're like, okay, well, what's wrong with TV? You know, you're there to be like eye candy, but what do you bring to the show? Not a lot, right? So there you go. We got Jackie quit because she stated that she had anxiety. Ashley didn't stand out to Brett. Missy didn't stand out to Brett. Courtney, Brett felt that she was too young and innocent. I don't remember who Erin is. It's a Rock of Love. Erin. Oh, this is bad, bro. It's bad, yeah. Yeah. This is perfect. Erin, yes. Erin was a rocker chick. She was like, dude, I know music. I love music. This is why me and Brett we could be together because you know we're both musician at heart, right? But then he gave her VIP, and then everybody was trying to get his attention, and she was in the corner like, I need to get his attention. I'm VIP. Like, what are you doing, dude? Peep show. 15 girl better watch what they say. It's episode number 2. Especially when they're on the dates. Meanwhile, the first ever peep show contest, the girls are compete for this with Brett by showing off their greatest talents. To stir things up at the house, Brett decided to hold this old school dance off. 3 girls failed to make the cut. Right, so that's cool. So we got the peep show, which is basically a talent show. And with a talent show, what you have is you have the girls, and Brett has coins, and he could put the coins to. He was you can put the coin to keep them. So for example, they give a show, they have a minute, and if you put the coin, you're good. If you don't put the coin, you have to go. If you put the coin, you get to another minute more. Episode 1, also there's a note which is Amber was supposed to be eliminated, but she stayed because Amber Jackie quits, right? But then it's tough because that pimple, dude. It's tough because they so harp on that fact. They so harp like, oh, life is crazy. You were supposed to go, but then I kept you. It's supposedly romanticized, but then she was still the second choice, right? On the talent show, there's Angel, which is a Frenchie, and she shows the whole thing, which is sort of the highlights. You got Chrissy Joe, that is cooking, I think. You got Peyton that does a she's rocking out, which is really good. You got Destiny who does kung fu. You have Destiny did kung fu, which is kind of gangster, I have to say. And then you had who else? You had Megan, who did a magic trick in her bikini. You know, which was good. Challenge winner Amber Daisy Payton. So Amber, yeah, Amber, she said, "I'm a present. I need to unlock her stuff." And you know what? I gotta rock with Amber because Amber, being one of the oldest person in the show, is one of the most confident and she's one of the most sexual, which is kind of cool. Corey was eliminated. She did not been impression on Brett. Nikki, that she did not have the confidence to be with him. Sarah. Oh yeah. Sarah was not a good person. So she keeps on bragging that people dared her to go on the show, but it's misconstrued it, and then it's kind of crazy because, so when that's being said, you got the girls, you got, I believe Destiny, there was another one, or I think it was Megan also. They feel the need to tell Brett, to tell Brett. They're kind of snitching, but it's not like Lacey or Heather that really had his back. It's like, no, this girl's not made for you. She needs to go, right? More than that, hey dude, you deserve better, right? Is that bad? Is that good? No, you get the same results. So who cares? But yeah. So then she says, which is not true. She says, "I was on a dare. It was not a dare. She said she was gonna go on the show, and she told people that she was gonna go on the show, and people told her you wouldn't dare. It's not like I dared to go. It's like, well, they dare me to follow through, you know. But the original idea was hers. So even if they did it, who gives a shit? Right? This result is still the same. Yeah, we got Stroller Derby, which is episode number 3. Brett might be a big time rock star, but he's also a big time family man. He's a woman who got those motherly instinct, and what better way to find out than to put them into roller skates and a stroller and see if they can outskate a fearsome fortune that include a surprise guest. They see, but things turn ugly. When the most hated girl in the house gets alone time with Brett, things come out and the girl are out for blood. Brett goes with his gut feeling and sends 2 girls packing. This is super cool. So you got the that's so dumb. This is so dumb. This is lady drama. I gotta say, Destiny took a lot of place, and I'm not sure I don't like it. You look back on it, it's not super interesting because it's like stupid fights, but right. So yeah, the roller derby is, they basically go on his roller skating rink, right? And they have this baby they have to protect it, right? So what's kind of cool is they're like, okay, well, this baby got hurt in this way and this way and this way, and the only one that had any sense of being a mother and being a good player was Chrissy Joe. Now, Chrissy Joe, why is that she the most hated? Because of the competition, right? So this other girl, I don't remember her name. It was challenge winner. Was it Aubrey? She was an older lady. Rock of Love season 2 cast. This is so dumb. Cast of Rock of Love include Rock of Love season 2. Brett Michael, Angelique, the winner. She's not the winner. Megan's not the runner up. Jessica, yes. Chrissy Joe, Anna Courtney, Lacey, Tiffany. No, no, that's not it. That is not it, bro. So name: Constance, Daisy La Hoya, Destiny, Megan Auserman, Jessica, Chrissy Joe Miller. She's hot. Ina Dimitrenko. She was hot. She's freaking hot. Katrin Brown. I believe it's Katrin Brown. So we go with Aubrey. I like saying the name of the person. I feel like they deserve the respect. Aubrey. As DJ. I don't freaking know, dude. Oh, okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, back then, internet was not such a thing, so kind of tough to see. So it wasn't it. Well, sorry guys, we couldn't find the name. So there's this girl, right? And Chrissy Joe is also a mom, and there's not a lot of moms on the show, right? So Chrissy Joe makes a comment saying like, "Hey, I was the only one that knew how to skate and was a mom." Basically meaning that her friend, and Chrissy Joe only says, "Dude, she might be a good mom, but she did not know how to skate," which is a bitchy comment, but it's not a big deal. And then the girl turns on her, and they bully 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 her, and then you realize they just felt threatened because Chrissy Joe was phenomenal. She was gorgeous, and Brett definitely had a link. So the reason why they were so threatened is because Brett says that multiple times. She's fucking insane, but she's hot. And yes, Chrissy Joe was hot. When I was younger, I thought she was the cute. She was the cutest. My apologies. She was the cutest, but growing older, I realized that Destiny was more my type because I could rock with Destiny. I could chill with Destiny. Chrissy Joe possibly not, right? And Chrissy Joe, you just feel bad for her because you realize when you grow up, when you mature, you realize that she was a victim. She was just a victim. So, for example, she was meant to be the villain of the show because, so she lied. She told her husband that she was going through shit, and she told Rhett like, "Hey, I'm gonna get divorced from my husband," right? And then later on, she's like, "Dude, I love Brett." So she goes to call her husband, because it was still her husband, and said, "Hey, it's not working out. I want a divorce." And then she tells Brett Michael, she's like, "Dude, I'm finalizing my divorce. I told him I wanted to divorce him." And then Brett's like, "Dude, oops." Brett's like, "Dude, you told me that you were already divorced." And they made her to be the villain, but that's not true. The truth is, she possibly felt like already divorced. It was possibly already she needed somebody. She was afraid to be alone, right? Which is okay. So they made her to be a villain, but she's not a villain, right? So then they said that things turned ugly. So the winner is Chrissy Joe because she was the MVP, and then she did a date, right? And then two of the MVP, which is Destiny and Daisy, right? um, okay, I forgot to do peep show. I forgot to do the school dance off. It's not super interesting. It's a school dance off. Some girl they don't want to participate because they think it's lame. They think it's an old school idea. Some girl they want to participate because they're like, "Dude, I'm down with that. I want to have some fun. Let's do it." And then they shine because of that. That's something that I missed. So when they're VIP, which is changing because the girl, oh, the VIP thing is not great. It's just a reason for Brett to be kind of asshole-ish. So you give the VIP to the girls and like, "I want to have a dance off," and the VIP girls are still upstairs. Like, dude, get their asses downstairs. It's not because they're VIP that they get to do what they want. It's kind of forcing them to dance, which is not cool. But then at the same time, he's not wrong. It's not because you feel safe that you're safe, right? So Chrissy Joe has a date, right? And then she cooks for him, which is really nice. She cooks for him. She cooks a steak for him. She does a lot of effort in, right? And then they have this VIP pass, which is Destiny and Daisy, and you can use it for 10 minutes. Now, of course, the phone is too hot. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Fuck me, dude. Yeah. I think I'm gonna sleep after that, guys. Honestly, I'm tired. Um, so in sort of ways, it's kind of fun, but not too much. Kishi Joshi makes a meal. She makes a meal for herself and Michael and Brett. Michael. I don't know why I call him Michael. For herself and Brett, and the girl's like, "Okay, well, we have 10 minutes." So Disney goes first, and then Brett is like, "Dude, I know that I promised you that you had 10 minutes. Do you really want to do it now?" It's like, it's kind of whack of you to do that. And this is like, "I don't give a fuck." Which, badass, I like it, I like it. And then Daisy goes in right after. And it's so sucky because Daisy gets coerced. People tell her like, "Oh, use your pass, use your pass." She doesn't want to use the pass. But they tell her to use it, so she does it. And then Michael's like, "Dude, it's kind of shit that you're doing that." And then Daisy talks about it for a couple minutes, which is not a lot. A couple minutes is not a lot. But at the same time, it's an edited show. She goes and it's like, "I don't know if he likes me, if he's mad at me. I don't know if what he's going through." And I'm not making fun of her, but that's just you realizing that she's too young for this. She's too young for the show. She wasn't. There's nothing wrong with being young, but you throw yourself in a wolf's den. You don't need to be there. You don't need to go there, right? So that was kind of sucky. Right on the wild side, first one a girl with good manual skill so he tests their aptitude with nuts and bolts in a custom motorcycle build-off. One girl get down and dirty, bringing her team both victory and a group date. Put up photo shoot. Emotion run high as girl continues to fall. Regrets, but are by connection with other girls. Two girls buck her under pressure, leaving Brett with a huge dilemma about whom to send packing. You got challenge winner Embry, Aubrey, Daisy, Ina, and Megan. Bottom two, Aubrey and Chrissy Joe. Quits Aubrey. Okay, cool. So the motorcycle challenge is kind of nice because there's my girl, which is I keep calling her Peyton, but I don't think it's Peyton. Yes, it's Peyton. Yes, Peyton is just a rock hard chicks. It's sort of hard because you see her and like you think about Eder, but if you did see Peyton first, you're like, oh, Eder does look like her. Not look like her, but sort of feels like her, right? So yeah, so it's sort of a very specific and special thing. That is honestly pretty much it. It's not super interesting. So they build up the motorcycle. There's a winner, there's a loser. It's sucky because one of them doesn't find the key, and that's why they lost. So kind of sad. They have dates. Dates goes well, but then again, see, this has been too long. This has been too long. See, I don't remember that one. It's gonna do Rock of Love. Fandom. But what I can tell you about it is, at the end, Aubrey decided that Chrissy Joe deserved it more than her. She sacrificed herself. But then you're like, dude, you were going home. It wasn't you. It wasn't Chrissy Joe that was leaving. That was you. So you know, it's super funny, but still. Future episode Mudball 2. Connect with members. Soundboard. Blog. Watch a Poison box set. All episode. I want to see the episode. I don't want to see anything else. All episode Rock of Love 2. You have to go one by one. Okay. Or right on the wild side. Insert a girl with a good manual skill. Oh, dude, you give me the same shit. Ugh, Ink, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you? Why did you do that? Why did you? Yeah, I think we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to stop there. Because, like I said, the easiest part is when you wake up, when you start, and when you finished. Anyway, I'm pretty tired, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go sleep, and I'm gonna be waking up in a couple hours. Because we did sleep already, so we'll see. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. I know it's such a shitty ending, but yeah. Like I said, yesterday we did our first time where we slept a little bit, so my body was not accustomed to this. We didn't get the best of sleep, of course. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that I don't sleep for 8 hours. But if I do, I do. It's not a big deal per se. And we'll see how it goes, but I'm confident. I'm very confident in... How much would I like to sleep? 2 hours would be good. 3 hours would be better. We'll see. You see, I'm tired. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, we'll have to check out because right now, body is not accustomed, so I'll check it out. We'll see. And I seem a bit disappointed, but I didn't want to sleep. You know? I got a busy day today. And it's all because of this fucking thing. Everything. The playthrough of everything. Still gotta do 60. The thing is, I don't know if I can do 60. I'm gonna need to buy something that I don't want to buy. Because if I do, it's gonna ruin the playthrough. Fuck. Yeah. Ain't no rest for the wicked, as they say. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.
You are a handsome.
Another behind the scene. Holy shit, I'm exhausted, guys. We just did 2 hours of live. At least we got this sunrise, but I'm gonna go sleep. I don't know if I'm gonna be sleeping for 8 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna be sleeping for 6 hours. I don't know. What I do know is we're going dodo, and I know that I love you guys. So, without further ado, let's do it. I'm disappointed, man. I could have done more. Yeah. It'll be hot as fuck in the apartment too. Not looking forward to that. Okay. Ooh. Could have been a huge problem. My apologies. My apologies. Okay. Let's do some quick math. Let's do some quick math. Okay? So I got this. If I finish this, it's 40. The shop. $150. It's expensive. Reward status. Township. But I have the right to my own vein to reach what you saw. Everywhere that I go, every step in the soul, I'm unstoppable. So good night, voiceless. I love you. That crazy sounds. I'm sorry. Love you. Keep good. We pay. I have the right to my